Alright guys, this is part 2. See, I got all that there done. Shark bite, cut it to fit, push it down in there. And you'll know when it's all the way down in there, guys. Just put a little weight on there. Same way with this one here. Shark bite, boom, connected. That's what the plumber's dope looks like, guys. Okay. Now, the union, I had to go get an 8-inch pipe. You can get these here at Lowe's or Home Depot. I had to get an 8-inch pipe because this one here is a little bit longer than the other one. And see, I got plumber's dope there, plumber's dope there, plumber's dope there. Now, you don't have to put plumber's dope in the union, guys. In the union here, you don't have to put plumber's dope in here. And without a union, guys, there's no way that you're going to connect all this together. No way. Okay, so I just turned the gas back on. Alright, now I'm going to turn this here on. Push it in. It says pilot. Now, what you got to do is, guys, let's see. This right here. Now, these here, I don't know if in different parts of the country or the world, are they different? I don't know. I'm just going by what's going on here in the Midwest. This right here is an automatic starter. What you do is you hold this in, and then this little light should come on. That little light will come on, and it'll let you know that the gas is going down in there. And then you just keep arcing it until it comes on. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to pop this thing off. There's a little window right there. Okay, there's a little window right there. Now, guys, sometimes you got to work this thing. I'm gonna do it with one hand here. See the arc. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna pause you for a minute. I'm gonna look for the arc. It takes a second. Alright, guys, it took me a minute to find it. Pilot light is over. I'm trying to do this with one hand. See that thing? See it beeping? Alright, that tells me the pilot light is on. Alright. Now you gotta hold this thing probably for about a minute. Okay? And then if you let this thing go and the pilot light goes out, then you just redo your steps. You got to hold this in and click that because that's the arcer. Okay. Now the light is blinking. The light is blinking. So you want to hold it for a minute. Okay. Now I've held it here for probably about 30 seconds to a minute here. I'm almost at a minute. All right. Now the pilot light. It's a little bit hard to see. A little bit hard to see. I can see it. Alright, the pilot light's lit. The light's still blinking. Alright, then you want to turn this thing on hot. All you need is probably hot. Just push it in. Oh, you ain't got to push it in. And just put it on hot. And then there it goes. You just heard it fire up. Now, guys, what you need to do when you get all this here connected, before you even turn this thing on, guys, turn your water back on so you can check for leaks and everything. Okay? Turn your water on, check for leaks. And you see that steam. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of there. It's because this thing was sitting in the cold. All it is just burning off just burning off whatever the tank's wrapped around in, but it's okay. It's alright. Now sometimes, guys, these tanks will sweat when you fire them up. You'll get water dripping. It's happened before. Just don't worry about it. See, if you look in there, you hear it? You see that light blinking, flashing in there? That's because this tank has water in it, guys, and it's condensing. And you'll get that. And when this tank warms up, and it'll even sweat, guys, but when this tank warms up, it'll stop. You have nothing to worry about. Now what you need to do is, before you turn all your gas and stuff on, you want to take you a cigarette lighter or a grill lighter or something and just run it around here and make sure it's not leaking. You'll get like a little flame. and that means it's leaking. Before you even fire this thing up, you just want to check it. I'm checking it with my torch. You just want to check for leaks, guys. Nothing. So what you want to do is, guys, after I run the torch on there, or your cigarette lighter or whatever, after you do all that, come back in about 2 hours and just check over your work again. You know, want to check everything. Because if you get a gas leak in here, guys, and it builds up, your house is coming off the foundation. So all that there, you hear that all fired up, everything's fired up and ready to go. That's one thing I like, the safety feature on these new ones, guys. The safety feature is just unbelievable compared to the old ones. The old Buller guys, no, the old ones, man, they blew up. So here you go, guys. That's how you do it. See the condensation? There's condensation on there. You want to make sure this thing is never obstructed, guys, because you can let carbon monoxide in your house. Alright, guys, once you fire this thing up, let it sit for about an hour. Usually in a half hour you can probably turn it on. The water should be warm. But if it ain't warm, then you need to come down and check this thing and check it out, make sure everything's still working fine. Give it about an hour or 2 hours, guys. I'd say about 2 hours, and you can come back and check everything and make sure there's nothing leaking. Make sure there's nothing leaking. So, and when you install these things in the wintertime, these tanks in the wintertime, guys, they condensation, because the metal's cold, and then the heat, when the heat collides with the cold, then you're going to get this stuff. Alright, guys. Oh, and let me show you this right here. When you're putting these back on there, guys, you don't really have to, you just tighten them up a little bit. They don't need no plumber's dope because they're not under pressure, guys. They don't. Now, if you got it on the second floor and you got to connect that to another drain, yeah, I'd probably put the plumber's dope on there. I'd probably put it on there, keep it from dripping. And when you got, guys, whenever you tighten these things up, you don't have to kill them. You don't have to like torque them down. You just want to get them snug tight. You don't want it torqued down, because they don't have to be super tight, because that's where the plumber's dope comes in to keep it from. That's where it comes in to keep it from leaking. So they don't have to be killer tight, guys. Alright, guys, and this right here is a gas regulator. Somebody put this on the other one. You really don't need it, because this right here already does all that. That's for the old technology. You don't need them anymore. Now, guys, you should always have a shutoff valve right here, and if you got a gas furnace, on your furnace. You should always. If you don't have one, you need to have one on there, because the only other way to shut this thing off is by the meter. Now, if you just bought the house, first thing, guys, if you ever buy a house, know where all your shutoff valves are, your gas line, your water line, know where your power shutoff source is, because if you don't find it, guys, when you're in a pinch, gas is spewing all over you, I can't shut it off, or water or electric is, the panel's catching on fire, you need to know where to shut these things off at. Alright, guys, well, until the next time, guys, I hope this video helps somebody. Subscribe to if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. Do on the others you want done on to you. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye.